The importance of Julius Caesar in history. Julius Caesar is considered one of the most significant and influential leaders in the Roman Empire. Born in 100 BCE, he met his demise in 44 BCE due to an assassination. Caesar's historical significance stems from a series of remarkable political, military, and cultural achievements. Gallic campaign and military triumphs. One of Caesar's best-known accomplishments is his conquest of Gaul. The Gallic campaign, conducted between 58 and 50 BCE, expanded the borders of the Roman Empire, bringing wealth and power to Rome. However, these wars also attracted criticism, highlighting his ambitions and desire for power. First Triumvirate. Caesar formed the First Triumvirate, with Gaius Pompeius Magnus, Pompey, and Marcus Licinius Crassus, a political alliance that strengthened Caesar's rule and aided in achieving his political goals. Dictatorship and reforms. Assuming the role of dictator in Rome, Caesar initiated a series of political reforms. These reforms included combating corruption, distributing land to the Roman people, and introducing the Julian calendar, assassination, and the end of the Republic. On March 15, 44 BCE, Caesar was assassinated by a group of nobles in the Roman Senate. This event marked the end of the Roman Republic and the beginning of the transition to the imperial era. Cultural legacy. Caesar is not only known for his military and political successes, but also for his written works. Particularly, his writings such as the Gallic Wars and the Civil Wars left a significant impact on historians and readers. After Caesar's death, the Roman Empire evolved into an imperial form under the leadership of Augustus, entering one of the brightest periods in Roman history. Therefore, Julius Caesar's life and leadership are considered symbolic of the end of one era and the beginning of another in Roman history. Julius Caesar's story. The dusty streets of Rome trembled in the shadow of political intrigues and ambitions as a young Julius Caesar, born in 100 BCE, embarked on a journey that would shape his destiny. The courage and determination instilled in him by his mother, Aurelia, were to alter the future of Rome. After the loss of his father in childhood, Caesar stepped into the complex world of Rome. Politics was his destiny, and power became his passion. Despite his young age, Caesar swiftly advanced in his political career. In this era of love, betrayal, and conspiracies, Caesar's path intersected with the First Triumvirate. Forming an alliance with Gaius Pompeius Magnus and Marcus Licinius Crassus, he determined the fate of Rome in the war for dominance. However, clouds gathered in the sky with the death of Crassus and the estrangement from Pompey. The lush lands of Gaul became the stage where Caesar showcased his military genius. The Gallic campaign brought him victories and glory, but also laid bare the corruption and betrayal festering in Rome. Rome was roiling in power struggles and intrigues. The waters of the Rubicon River marked a turning point for Caesar. As the Civil War began, the heart of Rome cracked. Crossing the Rubicon with his army, Caesar advanced towards Rome, but this decision marked the beginning of a rapidly unfolding tragic path. The authority of dictatorship granted by the Senate elevated Caesar to the pinnacle, yet this summit foreshadowed his fall. On March 15, 44 BCE, the nobles of the Roman Senate halted him with an assassination in the Senate. The skies of Rome were stained with Caesar's blood, symbolizing the end of the Roman Republic and the dawn of the empire. Julius Caesar's story, woven with splendid triumphs but concluding with a tragic downfall, was an epic journey. While his name still echoes through the streets of Rome, history remembers him with melancholy under the weight of his grand shadow. Why Julius Caesar was declared dictator in Rome. Julius Caesar was declared dictator in Rome due to several key factors in his political career. Political instability. During the 1st century BCE, the Roman Republic experienced internal conflicts and political instability. Power struggles between the Senate and the popular assembly, social class tensions, and competition among generals led to a complex political environment in Rome. Gaul campaign and military achievements. Caesar's conquest of Gaul, 5850 BCE, brought significant territorial gains and wealth to Rome, enhancing his military reputation and influence among the Roman people. Strained relations with the Senate and Pompey. Pompey, a member of the First Triumvirate, alongside Caesar and Crassus, saw his relationship with Caesar deteriorate after Crassus's death and the collapse of the Triumvirate. The Senate, gaining Pompey's support, began opposing Caesar. Senate's concerns about Caesar. Caesar's growing influence in Rome and his successes in Gaul raised concerns within the Senate. The extension of Caesar's authority by the Senate and the proximity of his military force to Rome intensified fears of losing control. Rubicon River crossing and civil war. In 49 BCE, Caesar crossed the Rubicon River, symbolizing the beginning of a civil war in response to the Senate stripping him of his authority. This act heightened political tensions. In conclusion, the Senate's apprehensions about Caesar's increasing power, internal political tensions, and Caesar's advance towards Rome with his army were key factors leading to dictatorship. In 44 BCE, Caesar was declared dictator by the Senate, but shortly afterward, he was assassinated. Personality and reputation of Julius Caesar. Caesar, while not inherently likable, possessed an undeniable allure and fascination. His generosity to defeated adversaries, although not endearing, was overshadowed by the unwavering devotion he secured from his soldiers through victorious intellectual prowess in warfare. Beyond his political ambitions, Caesar exhibited a spiritual greatness in his magnanimity towards defeated foes, a trait that played a role in his eventual assassination. Moreover, Caesar's genius extended far beyond the demands of politics, notably evident in his writings. Although his speeches and letters are lost to time, surviving accounts of the Gallic War and the Civil War showcase his literary mastery. In an era competing with orators like Hortensius and Cicero, Caesar distinguished himself as a masterful public speaker, adding another layer to his multifaceted greatness. Caesar's speeches and writings, both lost and extant, served political purposes, utilizing funeral orations and war accounts for strategic propaganda. His writings, notably the Gallic War and Civil War accounts, though propaganda-driven, exhibit outstanding literary merit. Caesar's genius transcends his political ambitions, evident in his energy, both intellectual and physical. His physical vitality, coupled with sexual promiscuity and occasional diplomatic recklessness, shaped a complex persona. Caesar's liquidation of the Roman nobility's rule offered a reprieve to Rome and the Greco-Roman civilization, influencing history for centuries. While his political impact was confined to the Western Old World, Caesar's legacy extended through the preservation of the Greco-Roman civilization and its significant influence on Christianity and Islam. Despite limitations, Caesar's stature remains monumental in human history.